Okay, so let's try. This looks pretty good. Let's see. Actually, let's change the goal for today. Actually, I also received an email I'm looking for. Maybe it was a Slack message. Resolved error as reoccurred. Firebase auth. There is no user record corresponding to the provided identifier. So this happens in my function, schedule function, that deletes users. And there I put a test user that does not exist, and so it crashes. So I muted the error before because I thought it's not important, it's just a test user. But what I think that is better to do is to make the whole process more robust and to continue despite the error. Continue. Because, for example, what if deletion of the real user happens? And then for some reason the process crashes midway. So we deleted already the user, but no, it's data or her data. At that point, uh, the next time, because the process was interrupted, the next day it will run and crash at the first stage, thus never deleting the data. So write a ticket, continue deletion, even your user deletion, even when the user does not exist. So let's change the goal here and say fix user deletion. Okay. All right. So now let's move these tickets back to do. I cannot do several tickets at once. It will be one by one. Okay. Oh, by the way, today's day is 47, so I have to change the title. And what we are doing in fix user del and after cloud Firebase functions permissions. So this is like about Firebase, TypeScript, Firestore. Yeah, okay, change the title. So let's open Windsurf. So I'm on this branch, which should be already merged. Let's check the GitHub. We have to switch to main. No, it's not merged. There is a Bugsnag branch ahead of one. So that particular branch is merged. So let's start to check out main pool. Fetch all and delete the branch. Excellent. And let's check why I have this Bugsnag branch. They are forgotten. So create a new pull request, but it will be behind as well. I don't know why it's there. Bugsnag into main. This is just formatting. This is obsolete. It's already been integrated. I don't know, it's still here. In fact, let's double check a package JSON. So I can delete the branch, but let's double check first. And that's not the right package JSON. Package JSON of web. Not even this one. Let's close, close. Let's close all. Open the web package JSON. There you go. And we're looking for these two dependencies. Okay, let's delete the branch. All of this is already integrated, I'm sure. Don't know why I forgot it there. Maybe I changed the branch and I forgot, and who knows. So I have to go branches, delete. Let's keep it clean. Nice, fantastic. So the last session was 13 hours ago, it says. Okay. Refreshing cappuccino, cold cappuccino. Okay. So the first task is what I said, which is the deletion even when the user does not exist. Let's create a branch, git checkout, fmp. The branch name should be short, user del fix. It's enough. So that's part of functions. This is outside the screen. It's a handler, so src handler. This is a Firebase Cloud Functions. One of them, the schedule handler, is where I put all the code that is executed on scheduling. And now there is only delete accounts, but before I had also another task to clean the mail events, but now I'm not using AWS anymore, so I don't need it, but I keep the generic name because in the future we'll add here any other things that is scheduled daily. So the problem is here, delete accounts. Let's go to see, and I think this is where we get the user to delete from um, Firestore database. So this bit works. Okay, there should be a try catch there too, but it's not the problem that we experience. And then for each user, just to delete user data. Unsubscribe email is not where it fails. Delete app data by user ID is not where it fails. Hmm. Yeah, it's correct to do this as last one, so we don't delete the record if something fails. The record that this is confused, deleting. I want to maybe change to something else, but it means the users that have been deleted are in a deleting collection. This is where it fails. Well, it fails because it throws errors. Okay, not here. It doesn't throw there. It throws the error sketch is code, but then it says failed to delete user. If I avoid to throw there, it will go to the next step because it's already caught. So let's check that's exactly the exception that happens. So let's check the log for fetch interested function. So how do I see the logs here? I go back. Okay, cool. Fetch interested. Strange, I still have security recommendation also for the function I already clamped down, like contact. I'm getting sidetracked again. Contact. I now have email sender option. They use a service account that is very restricted. Why I have a security recommendation. Oh, that's not true. It shouldn't be true. Ah, I refreshed 2 days ago. I fixed that yesterday. And here, outside the screen, now it should be in the screen. No, I still have to make it smaller. It says refresh 2 days ago, so this will, I just have to wait and will be resolved automatically. Okay. Yeah, so I fixed already a couple of functions and I have tickets for the next. This will be solved. What I tried to look was fetch interested, good, which is the second. Oh, what did I do? Go back, which is the second function. And here, I think, no. Oh, what the heck? Oh, logs is here anyway. Okay, so I thought there was a menu on the side instead I have to go in. Okay, any logs I have, this one here resolve, I think, insufficient permission. Oh, wait a second, what is this? 28. So this 29. Why there is no log for today? I received this email. No, it was not an email, it was a Slack message. Not this one. I received a Slack message today at 30 a.m. Is the log upside down? No, this is old. Ah, is it loading new things? No. Interesting. Why there is no log? I see a different error. This is insufficient permissions. If I click here, view details. Oh, that's Google error reporting. Okay. And it says 3 hours ago. That's very interesting. Why there is no record for today in the logs? But there is record here. New user record corresponding to the provided identifier. This is expected because I put a test identifier there that user really does not exist. So we want to log the error and move on. Which is what we are doing. So basically, this is a change. And it's all fine and nice, but how to trigger this? Okay. One thing to check is the deleting record in Firestore. Look, I open randomly, I found the right tab. As this is a fake user with a Google user ID, which is not a real user ID, of course. And that's the one that fails to delete. Ooh, I just thought this log can be bad. Ah, it already says the user. It's not managing to delete. Okay, that log is perfect. Okay. Um. So in this, going back to seeing again, let's close this. Let's close this. This error. Yeah, it says error deleting user Google user ID, no user record. Okay, this is a perfect reporting. Now I've done the change. Well, I can commit it here, but I want to see um, how do I trigger this function? Because this function is only schedule. Let's ask Claude to not waste Gemini, what do you call tokens on a simple query, because here there is already all the context needed from just these few lines of code. So we can ask Claude. All right, here you go, Claude, free tier. Uh, it's limited, but I never hit um, the limits of Claude, and I use it quite a bit, but I can't be using the code base. So if you use it on the code base without pasting, use much less tokens because you paste only specific tasks and things, and also it gets not usable when you have to do a change across many files. I have um, and also you have to provide all the context every time. So it's not very practical, but you know, I'm going through some hoops to not pay right now because until if the app doesn't make any money, that's how I will operate. And the app is not out, so and probably won't make money. Who knows? But I have to try. Right? I have TypeScript, Firebase cloud function triggered on schedule like this. Let's say schedule TS file scheduled TS handler. Let's provide as well schedule options. So that's in CFG. There. And actually, let's put this in a single file just for make it simple. Okay, schedule options just there. Like below. I made some changes and I want to trigger the remote function to see that by hand manually to double check that it works. How to do that? I think I have to create a new handler. That would be a problem. I might trigger it locally. But let's see first. This is a local trigger. Oh, that's amazing. There are a lot of ways. So you don't need to put an HTTP trigger. Oh, that's really nice. Um, Only thing is, I thought the shell use it locally. Let's ask this. Isn't the shell going to call the local function? I could trigger it locally, but yeah. Okay, so it made a mistake like usual. When you dig a little bit, this is nice. Oh, that's really nice too. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, what I want to do is add this as a comment to the function itself because that would be not maybe the only time I would like to call. I have to double check what's the region name. US something one. Let's see where it's written. This has been handled. Mark has resolved, and this is what we are working on. So I have to find the region. Focus. Let's get some coffee. Dunque, let's go back to the functions. Okay, that's the region. US Central one, that's how it's called. I remember US and one. There you go. Manual trigger. Nice. So now we have to just commit it. Fixing deletion of this is outside the screen now. Or non-existent user and push. Oops. Push. Okay, and pull request. So this was the first goal. Well, we didn't confirm it's finished yet, but we're already in the review stage. This one is keep it open for another day, make sure that it doesn't happen again, which seems the case, to leave it in review. This is in the review stage. Now we've done the change, checking is okay. Oh yeah, only one line deleted and one line added. Okay, just wait for the build. There is no reason why it should not work. So it should work. Need to get a tissue. Dripping water. Okay, we can merge. Do we have a tissue here? Simple change, but making everything more robust. Delete branch. Git checkout main. Git pull. Git fetch all. Hmm. Git there user fix. Okay. There, let's try it. So we have to run this command. Kind of wanna let's close this Gemini. I want to run it here. So we have more space to look at the output, if any output. Oh, it was central one or central hyphen one? No, I copied it, so it should be like that. Oh, it's trying to call it as HTTP, so I think maybe I made a mistake. Should have tried before merge. It's okay. Can make a new PR. Um, this is still the log from yesterday. Let's try to reload the page. Oh, this is not the right function. That's why I was looking at that before. Okay. Scheduled. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay. Okay, so this is still ECT. This time is ICT. What does it mean, ICT? Okay, it's local time. So this is the time now. Oh, I never deployed. I never deployed. Uh, okay, that's good that we see the error. So we call it and we saw the error. But this message is strange. Oh, it just says it. Okay, I call it in the 500. Okay. Okay. npm run deploy. So now we are deploying a new code. So we saw the error that would happen this morning. Happen now the same because it's running the same code. Great. And we confirmed that we can trigger in this way. So now deploying. This keeps on dripping out. One more. So let's check the next task while wait for this deployment because the deployment will take some time. I suppose that this will work. I think it's in review. Okay. Oh, we can do this because we are doing schedule right now. Maybe we can keep on working on schedule. So we can start to look what it's doing. Schedule need delete accounts. It's a kind of unique. So we need a Firestore read and write. So we have an email sender option, account, a data store viewer account. I'm not sure how to call this, but so let's leave it name like that for now. What I need is a mix of those things. So I need a new service account. Yes, that's correct. Base no app check because base no app check because this is scheduled, so you can't use app check. Malo, it's okay. Malo, I don't know what there was that explosion, but don't get scared. It's okay. That was loud. It's okay, come. There won't be another one, I hope. So at the moment it's using schedule options, which needs the resend API key. Ah, it's using a totally different, not even using base. Hmm. I think we can keep this one then. It's a really specific definition anyway, so we can use this. There doesn't specify anything about the amount of or the region, right? Just a timeout, which is on the max because it's it's a background task. I think I can put those. Okay. And that should be the default, but the memory I think it's less memory by default. But I got some problem running on 128 megabytes, so I used 256. What we need to specify is a service account, which is not this, and I will have to figure that out. I would name probably release schedule because it would be specific, but it could be It's a combination of email sender and data store manager. We could call it, but also auth. We could call it app manager, but basically that's the idea. What we need, we need auth, and we need auth manager, not just read. And we need Firestore admin or read and write. Read, write, delete. Storage, no. And we need secret manager, reader. Okay, so this we're starting to work already on the next task, but going back to the previous deployment is now complete. So let's test the function now. So we can move the ticket. So now we can run the function again. Only scheduled on center one. No output. And I got an email that says my budget pilot has been permanently deleted. Correct. On Yahoo. Okay. Ooh, why is this already? Oh, my laptop is out of power already? 10%. I will have to move soon then. I didn't bring the adapter here. Let's check the email. Come on. Nice. Great. So we can say that this ticket is working. I don't know if I want to keep it on to see the next schedule run. I would say no, it's done. If it happens again, it won't happen again. But if there is a problem, it would be a new problem. So here I should have new entries which are not shown. Why they are not shown? No new entry logs. There you go. Deleting record. Okay. Okay, we still have the error there, which is correct, but it's just there is no record in Firebase auth. Correct. It's not there. But then it's still going deleting the other stuff that you can delete and sending an email.